reframing what you expect from your leaders within an organization. So typically leaders kind of earn this celebrity status, especially at the C-suite, where they're so far removed from the day-to-day and what people are doing in the organization. So any content and conversation they try and create has a lack of empathy and awareness and relevancy to the audience. So it's like, okay, so what you should really be doing is disseminating that through different people. It doesn't make sense for the CEO to put out this quite bland catch-all message because it doesn't influence kind of culture. So what you should be doing is looking, okay, we have an audience of X amount of people. What are the common personas or behavioral archetypes that sit within that audience? And how do we talk to them most effectively? And it's finding the right people that will talk to those audiences. And generally, it won't be your senior leadership team. It will be a notable person. And this isn't necessarily by department, this is by behavior, right, and mindset. You find a notable person that speaks that same language, has that same relevancy, has that empathy with that persona, and get them to deliver that message. That's what influencers are really great at, and YouTube creators and anyone on Twitch, is they bring a context and relevancy that celebrities don't. And the same study kind of says that, celebrities on YouTube and Instagram and Twitch or whatever aren't really the most influential on culture because they are so far removed from the day-to-day.
Celebrities become unrelatable. That's the whole problem with celebrities. So you see it sometimes with YouTube channels, when they're like 1 to 10,000 people, like they really do have a huge influence on the people who follow them. When they get to maybe 100,000 and you're one in a much larger audience, then maybe they do get a little bit of that celebrity status. So I do think that whole point about if it's coming from someone who's seen as a celebrity in the organization, they're less relatable. And someone said a great thing to me almost like 2 years ago now: leaders are anyone wants to follow. So like you say, by behavior. So try and find those people that others naturally follow, rather than thinking the person with the biggest reach is the person who's right to deliver a message.
And that's the thing, leaders are kind of given the reach as part of the job role. It's like, you're a leader of this department, you have 100 followers. I was like, but someone on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok has got thousands upon hundreds of thousands of millions of followers because they've worked their ass off to make it happen. And therefore, the skill set they have to create that following is way better than a leadership skill that kind of goes, here you go, leader, have some people to follow and try and inspire them to want to follow you. It's kind of, that's not how society works. Even before the internet, that's not how you kind of establish a leader within a group. So it's to leverage the technological expertise that, we were talking earlier about esports, that these content creators on esports channels are able to create conversation, community, and content that creates a following. If you apply that to a leader or an influencer inside your company, you'd affect culture change way quicker than centralizing in internal comms, learning and development, or HR.